ghostly haunting since time began. Raw side paranormal seeks the truth, looking for some kind of real proof. Creepy floorboards and eerie dark mist. Grab your camera and document this. No time to run, no time to hide. We are catching all of this on the raw side. A slamming door causes a fright. A shadowed hand appears in sight. Grab your REM pods and your K2s, or anything else you can use. No time to run, no time to hide. We are catching all of this on the wrong side. A slamming door causes a fright. A shadowed hand appears in sight. Grab your REM pods and your K2s, or anything else you can use. No time to run, no time to hide. We are catching all of this on the raw side. The icy air touches your neck. You feel like screaming, but you stay in check. All's rising up to take the magical flight. You can't believe what's happening tonight. Don't run, don't try to hide. We are catching this all on the raw side. Don't run, don't try to hide. We are catching this all on the raw side.
Yeah, don't let it get you. Look who's joined us. It's Miss Carla.
Hi, how's everybody?
Yay. We're going to have a
Hello.
little fun talking paranormal. All right. Excuse me, guys. I don't look that great. That's why I did. And the pool picture I thought was refreshing. Are you refreshed?
Yes, refreshing. Yes, refreshing.
Cool and refreshing. Let's see who's come to hang with us. We got Miss Janice. Hello there, darling. Hey, Miss Sweet Betty's. Hello, Sage. Oh, Sage loves the picture. See, it achieved what it needed. She loved the picture. There's Miss Pinky. Leanne, I don't even have the energy to run across her lawn. It's been rough. It's been rough. All I know is I am dying, and as soon as I'm out of here, that pool has got my name on it. I'm just gonna jump from the porch. Then I'll probably be crippled, but that's all right.
No,
I'll still float.
as long as you're not jumping off barns or something into
Well,
the
we used to
pool.
do that once upon a time.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that stuff when we were younger.
God, my
Yeah.
husband, when we had a pool before, in our old house, it was close to the neighbor's garage. So my husband would get on the fence, climb up under the roof, and jump from the roof into the pool. I'm thinking, man, you're
Yeah.
nuts. And Leanne,
We
you're right.
were.
I was blowing my nose. This freaking cold won't go away.
It lingers.
I got this, I was just talking to Leanne earlier. I said, it's like, it's a never ending supply. Where's the stuff coming from? I don't know what the hell, where it's coming from.
Your boogers?
Yeah, just blow and blow. And I'm not shitting you. I have like
I'm
a
sorry,
shopping bag,
Laura.
a plastic shopping bag next to me. It's filled with used tissues.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking,
I'm
Jesus,
sorry.
man.
I'm sorry you're not feeling
I've been
great.
through tissues, toilet paper,
Yeah.
whatever I can find. Hey, Bill, welcome in. Good to see you.
Whatever doesn't kill your nose.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you, it is
Right.
no joke. The tissues are good. The
Mhm.
Great Northern toilet paper. Oh my
Okay.
God. It is
Yeah.
better than anything I've ever had.
Yeah.
Because my nose was getting sore. And I grabbed some of the toilet paper one day, the other day. I'm thinking, oh, this is better than the tissues. Shit. So that's what I've been using.
Soft.
You should
Yeah.
use something else to wipe your. Use the tissues to wipe your ass.
Yeah, right. Hi, everybody in chat.
Oh my
Everybody's saying
God.
hi.
See who else?
Surprise.
There is Roger. Hello, Roger. Yes, he's still awake. Oh, it's so hot. I feel so bad for Roger. He's melting.
Hmm.
He's melting, melting. We're all melting. It just sucks. It sucks. I'm telling you. I don't even know. I mean, we got spoiled with the 2 days that cooled down,
Right.
but it's, oh my God, it's like 88 degrees. And it's just, yeah, the humidity is like 50%. It just sucks.
It's too hot and sweaty.
Just too hot. We're just gonna
Yeah.
slide onto the floor. But yeah, tissues, they have the ones with aloe. Yeah, I was
Mhm.
using those, but I'm telling you, the Great Northern toilet paper was better.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my God, I don't believe this. So yeah,
Yeah.
it gives you a picture. I'm walking through the house and I'm carrying a roll of toilet paper with me.
Well, there you go. There you go. That works though. I was gonna say you're too hot for your swimsuit, Laura. You gotta put some clothes on.
Woo, I know, isn't that something?
It's a sexy swimsuit right there. It looks like you're on Baywatch or some shit.
Yeah, too bad that
I mean,
shit don't fit no more, but it's all
Oh,
right.
jeez. Yeah.
It'll fit you though now, Carla. But yeah.
It's pretty sexy.
That's all right. I figured, well, everybody's hot. We'll just put a little swim pool action in there.
Mm-hmm. That's
Otherwise,
looking
yeah.
good. It's looking good.
Well, hey, what can you do? We all can't just be, sexy. Some people have to bear the burden, Is it a load of shit or what?
Yeah.
Let's see. Hey, Laura, it's a conspiracy. I'm running out the door. Feel better. Hey, B squared, but it's good that you made it in. I'm glad at least you made it in.
Oh, Roger wants you to save him.
I wish I could. I know it's just terrible. I feel terrible for all of them. They're just everybody I've talked to, they're just melting. I'm telling you guys.
Oh,
get
I
it.
thought he meant save him out of the pool. Like
Is that what he wants? Okay.
Yeah, because you're looking so sexy in your swimsuit, and I was like,
I'm actually a pretty
maybe-
good swimmer. I'm not
Like on
lifeguard
Sandlot.
trained.
I can do CPR, but
See, I can do that. See, I
Yeah.
know, that's but I've never been trained as a lifeguard. So it's
right, yeah, no, it was cute. Save him
mouth
from
to
the
mouth.
heat. Yeah. Yeah, well, the UK is getting hit with the heat pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. So I was telling everybody they're gonna have to invest in air conditioning.
Right.
Because
Well,
they don't know what's going to happen next year. So put it away. You got it. And I know it costs a fortune sometimes, but you do the best you can. We would die without it.
right. Yeah, there's some states that you have to, or you won't.
You won't make it.
Yeah.
They have my uncle, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
I think
we
it was
have
like
family there, too.
last year. Their air conditioning went in their house.
Oh, yeah.
They had to call the repair guy, and while they were waiting for him, they just got in their vehicle and drove around.
Oh,
Because
jeez.
you just can't survive without.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you
Oh,
couldn't
man,
survive without it.
I feel bad for the repair people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's freaking hot. Freaking hot. I think it counts as a drive-by. Yes. Be scared it's a drive-by. I'll take it. At this stage, full clearance can't be guaranteed. I get it. I don't know how you guys are doing it. I really don't. Now I've got 3 fans going here in the studio, and I'm dying. I got the door wide open. So if you hear any extra TV noise, that's my husband in the front room sitting in front of a fan watching television. Because we only have air conditioning in our kitchen. Because most of the time, that's where we spend our time, is in the kitchen or in our bedroom. So that's where the air conditioner is. And that's usually where the dog is. She's not stupid.
Oh, right.
So, Miss Carla, I would
Yes?
love to discuss your last adventure.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
And I mean, this is something that all content creators have to deal with.
Well, I didn't really know what to expect going into it because there wasn't a lot of history given. And I just took what they told me. So I only had the date that it was built, that it was a saloon. They served food out of there, and it was a brothel upstairs. The most activity was in the basement. The one owner's wife died from jumping out the window from her injuries and burns that a fire caught in the kitchen. And so the people that put on this group investigation told this ghost story that this lady that died from that fire haunts the building. And it's not the case. It's not what happened, because I did research on it. And the crazy thing is, like, I've done like paranormal investigating and exploring places way back. Like, I've been doing this since 2006, 2007, where I've gone to like ghost towns and stuff and stayed overnight in places. And we didn't have the equipment like we have the equipment now.
Right.
Please don't be relying on equipment for your investigations. That's my advice. I took my equipment and debunked the entire investigation. Is pretty much what happened.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so that's in my last video. And then I did the research, and she didn't die from injuries or a fire. She had suffered, she had got hurt, but she didn't die. Both of those women that was married to the owner, either one, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know exactly which one, but I narrowed it down. Neither of those ladies died in, let's see, the fire broke out in 1902.
Right.
And both of those ladies lived well into the 1960s. Like, she didn't die in 1902. Neither of those women died in 1902. And the crazy thing, like, I was talking to Joe about it, about some of this stuff, because I was like, I don't know how to go about this because I don't want to get banned from the group.
Right.
And not be able to go to places. And I don't want to dox anybody. I don't want to dox the owner. I don't want to dox the group. I wasn't really attacking them, but making people aware, like, if they're giving you information to get people to book a ghost hunt, you need to do your research because it may not be true.
Right. Did you
And
ask the owner or the person running the facility? Did you ask them about
so,
this and what you found?
the funny thing is, like, the residents of Butte, like, are really close knit. Like, the people that live in Butte have been there for years. Like, people
Right.
born and die there. So a lot of the residents know that place and the previous owners and stuff. And the man that bought it, which isn't true either, because in my video it shows it as being leased out by month. You can rent it.
Okay.
So I don't know if whoever's doing this is like renting it per month and then got this group to go in there to get some money for restoring the place or whatever. Like, I guess it doesn't matter how the funds are used, but like in my video, it shows that there's an advertisement for it to be leased for like, it was pretty pricey. And then the guy that was doing this also did something with the St. James Hospital that I went and investigated, and that's haunted. Like, that one is haunted. There's people that have passed away and stuff there, and you just know it is. But he put on he's like scammed people.
Okay.
And so some of the people around Butte knew about it, and somebody wrote that he's a scam artist. And that's in my video too. But I didn't put names out because I didn't want to dox anybody or anything. It's just putting the truth out there that this place, when I went in there, it didn't feel haunted to me at all. I did feel some trauma in like the upstairs area where she may have jumped out the window. Like, to
Okay.
me, it felt like something happened in that room. But I didn't feel anything in there, Laura. We had the equipment all night. I went around and used the equipment to like debunk where the electrical sources were. I watched them. I observed a lot that night. I left early because I was like, I'm wasting my time.
Yeah.
So I did my video off of what happens when you let the equipment and the ghost stories run your investigation in a place that's not haunted.
Now, the group that you were with, did they know ahead of time that everything was BS, or they were
No.
just in the dark like you?
No, Yeah. So I think the guy that runs the group tours probably talked to the guy that's now leasing it or owning it and gave him the ghost story. And so he tells his guides about it, and then they use their equipment. And it's their job to give these people that buy this group ghost hunt a ghost experience. So no matter what, they're going to use the equipment and let it feed off of whatever or run with it. Like my Ovilus said a bunch of names that night and different things. And I just let it do it and like just played around with stuff because I was like, I don't, one, I'm very skeptical when it comes to the apps and things.
Right.
And so, like, if you watch my video downstairs, they're trying to talk to uh my yes no prism, and she had these dowsing rods that glowed in the dark, which were cool.
Right.
But I don't trust anything that's manipulated by people either.
Right.
Like, just don't. Like Ouija boards, whatever. Like, I'm sure people have had experiences, don't get me wrong, but if anything can be manipulated, you just never know. And so that lady was using the dowsing rods and it said yes to the wrong name. It wasn't even the name of the lady that died there. I was like, something just doesn't fit. This doesn't.
Yeah, I would have been totally disgusted. I'm sure
Yeah,
you were.
so I just talked to Joe and I was like, I don't really know how to go about this because he's had legal things, and I asked his advice because I was like, I don't want to get sued. I don't want to get banned. I don't want anything like that. And it's crazy because like on my horror Facebook page, I have the guy that's now renting it
Right.
reaching out to friend me, like friend request me.
Oh.
And I was like, I hope he's not like digging because I didn't mention his name or nothing, but
Right. So I mean, then you were just based, you're giving your
you know,
opinion based on your
and
experience.
if they're gonna come at me and be like, hey, this isn't true or whether, I'm gonna like prove me wrong then. Tell all these people that are viewing my video and the people that are participating in your group investigations that I'm wrong then. You know what I
Right.
mean? Give them the
Right.
truth then. Because I did the research and I was like, this is bogus. Like like Mason is reaching out to people about the ghost adventures that I worked for last year a few times.
Yes, I saw
And
that.
then yeah, and so like I don't think they're trying to like dupe anybody, but they're also giving ghost stories that people tell or ones that aren't exactly true besides history. So I don't think there's anything really wrong with their company. I just think that they're giving false things to people too, if that
Right.
makes sense. Because like I know Helena really, I grew up here. So going downtown, like I didn't know all the history about Reader's Alley and it being a red light district, but I know a lot about the downtown and the walking mall and the different businesses that were owned back in the day. And some of the ghost stories that they were telling weren't true either. They were just giving ghost.
Well, yeah, because they want that mystery, the magic, you know what I mean?
Right. And that's the sad thing because like I'd rather know about the place and the history. Like my best friend here, she used to go to that bar. I didn't know that. And she's like, it's not haunted or nothing. I just used to go there with my family all the time and have drinks and eat and whatever. And it was just an old bar, an old Montana bar. And a lot of people did a lot of gatherings after funerals and stuff, or,
Right.
just family events and stuff. They could book it or gather there, I guess, because it's a big building. But it was never a brothel either. It was an inn.
Right. Yeah. Because
There
after
was
you had mentioned it, I did a little research on my own, and I said it was
good.
just a restaurant, a
Yeah.
casino,
Uh-huh.
a bar.
Yeah, and it had some rooms upstairs
Yeah.
that people could stay in, like a motel on the
Yeah.
way in and out of town. But it wasn't a brothel. There weren't prostitutes or anything there.
Right. Yeah. I found nothing like that at all
Yeah,
either.
downtown Butte, there was the brothel, the Dumas, and that was a brothel. There was a red light district, but this casino and stuff never did that. And the guy that did own it left during Prohibition because he didn't want to get in trouble or serve alcohol and stuff
Right.
till all that
Right.
ended. And then his daughter took over, and then it was, they served drinks and stuff in the saloon when it was legal. But at the time, he cut out. Yeah, so because alcohol and shit was illegal back during Prohibition times, and he had nothing to do with it.
Right.
Yeah,
That's the
so
reason I looked it up, because I figured, oh, you went there, and I thought, oh, it'd be great story to share in the magazine.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh yeah.
I was going by what you were telling us and what
Oh
you were
sure, yeah.
told.
Whatever
And
you want to
then
use, yeah.
when I started researching it, I'm thinking, wait a minute, none of
Right.
this matches up. And I
Yeah.
think you did a great job on the video because you didn't expose anybody. You just gave your opinion
Right. Yeah,
and
being
the
smart.
information that you found. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
it'll stop anybody from still checking it out.
Right. No, I mean, if they want to book it and do that, fine. They can go have their own experience, but don't run. I'm just telling you, like, don't run off of what everybody tells you. Like, that's why I go and research it too. And now I want to just research prior to going. Like, I didn't know anything and it kind of like crept on me because I forgot about the date.
Yeah,
I forgot. I thought I had
I, rem-
another month.
I remember
I
you
was like,
saying
oh
that. Yeah,
shit, that's this weekend. I'm like, crap, I wasn't even ready. And so I just went. I didn't go into it with any expectations. I just knew I was going to play with my equipment. I had a dream the night before that my equipment didn't go off. There was nothing. It was just in a creepy room, and so I don't know. Like I was just left with like I think I got more out of it, like I said in my video, than I went in getting anything because if I got something, maybe it would have detoured me from looking up the history, but I like the history of the places and telling people the truth.
yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
important. I mean, we were talking about
Mhm.
that this morning. How important it is to
Right.
you're putting out the truth
Yeah.
and refresh everyone. Yeah, why people are saying that we're buffering? I'm sorry, guys. I'm not.
This is the weather.
Everything seems to be going smooth on my end, so I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, Sage Rat, I don't have shape on my wall.
Set them free. Set them free. If please, she would freak out if Shape showed up at her house.
Oh, it'd be cool though. Like I would want him to
Oh
sign it. I'd be like, hey, can you sign my mask?
But I agree with a lot of people don't like to go in knowing anything.
Mm-hmm.
What I like to do, I like to go in and I want to know the history of the building. I don't want to
Yep.
know the haunted history, the stories, but I do want to go in there with some kind of information about the building itself.
Right.
And then after the fact, like you said, then after you do your investigation, then you start digging up and seeing if the story is legit or BS.
Right. Yep.
Unfortunately, majority of the time it's BS.
Yeah.
You know how it
It was-
is.
Right. It was good though. I mean, it was good. I think my video came out a lot better than I expected.
Yeah.
Like the first one was short. There wasn't a lot. Like it was a lot of dead space. And I didn't want to sit and run dead footage. Like just wasn't worth it. So I just made the most of it and observed and participated
Right.
and wasn't rude. The lady was super nice. The people that are the guides are hired to give a ghost tour.
Yeah.
So they're supposed to give whatever history is given to them, and that's their job.
Yeah.
And then to let people play with the equipment and do their own thing. And
do it.
it's
Did you ever
pretty.
use the bar balls?
Yeah. The cat balls were on there, but the bar was kind of loose, and if you just bumped it, the cat balls would go off.
Yeah.
The
See, this.
floorboards were loose, so that would send her REM pod off. The equipment downstairs, there was a lot of wiring. I had my Hades eye on the lowest setting I could, where you had to touch it. You had
Right.
to physically touch it to set it off. It wasn't where it was like in a parameter thing, which you can set it to. But I did that on purpose just to see. Because I wanted it where like you had to physically touch it to set it off. And then like the other stuff, they had the equipment just too close to each other and then moving around and stuff. So that it was just like I said, you got to watch when you're doing investigations because the equipment will set each other off too.
Right.
Yeah, so some of this stuff was fun just to play with.
Now, what did you think about the team that you were there with? Did you get anything from learning for anything from them, or did you just think, well,
No, because I asked the guide, and she had gone on one previous investigation with the guy that runs the group.
right?
So they had like their own thing down in the basement, and they said it was really active in the basement. Her son went upstairs and a door moved on him, and it was the building shifting. they didn't look into it, but it was the building shift because I went back and played with it.
Right.
So even if you're walking in a room and something moves, doesn't mean it's paranormal. Like Shape will say, like, because he knows construction and stuff. So if
Right.
a door is off or it's weighted, or like if the door will open on its own because it doesn't latch shut, or things like that, you got to kind of look for. So her son thought it was something paranormal, and it was just the door. When you walk in, it'll the building frame will shift
Right.
and the door will move. So it wasn't anything like that either.
Well, at
But
least they checked it out.
yeah, but the thing is, like, people want to find something so bad too,
Yes.
and then the people that pay for it want some kind of experience. They want to be scared. They want to find ghosts.
Yeah. They
You
want that
know, you go
excitement.
to
Yeah.
you go to those like big places like the hospitals and the prisons and stuff, and they get really scared and hyped up, and the hospital was, but there was a lot of equipment around too.
Right.
And then sensors, like the one that they had was a music box that did the Freddie song, which was cool. I thought that one was fun. It was stupid, sorry, because anything, no, seriously, anything would set that off.
Right.
Like it was so sensitive, like his shadow would set it off.
Oh,
The
yeah,
kid
that's
was-
great. That's crazy.
the kid walked in like cast shadows. I debunked that one because, like, if you walked by, the cast shadow would set it off, so you'd hear the song going. Yeah, so those kind of things. But if you're not like, if you don't know, then you're gonna assume it's paranormal. People don't know. They don't know how the equipment works,
Right.
especially if they don't own it, and they're just going to ghost hunt. They pay for it, so there wasn't anything wrong with the group or the guides. They were just doing what they were paid to do.
Right.
And they were given very little information. They were only told what I was told too. And that building wasn't built in 1905. It was rebuilt because it burned.
Okay.
Yeah, so everything, the roof and stuff, but it was born in the 1880s. It was older than that. It was called the Red Ram Inn. It was an inn first, a motel,
Right.
and then the saloon and stuff was added. Yeah, so it was like, but it was never a brothel. And then when the fire in 1902, they rebuilt it in 1905. The guy got it really cheap
I'm sure.
when silver prices went up because of the war and stuff. So
Hey, welcome back, Pinky. Thanks for sharing that for Carla.
yeah, there's a lot of history. Sorry guys, there you go.
I do. Yeah, I mean, you see, that's the double-edged sword there, Roger. Like sometimes, yeah, if you get in there and you're primed with some information, it can, I think, contaminate you for the investigation. But that's why I always tell you, I don't want to hear the haunted stories.
Right,
I
yeah.
don't want to hear that. I want to know, okay, like when the building was built,
Mhm.
who
Yeah.
owned it, did anybody live there? Stuff like that. And then after the fact, I like it then when you start doing the research and then you hear about the haunted tales. And if they match up with your experience, then that's awesome.
Right, yep.
But that was it, like 9 out of 10 times, the stuff just doesn't match up.
Mhm.
Because you know how it is. Like, see, you've experienced it. Somebody got a little bit of information about that building, and then the story just built as the years went by. And it takes one guy. Oh, yes, it used to be a brothel, even though he knows it wasn't. But now that's incorporated in the story
Right, yeah.
because it makes it sound better, doesn't it?
Yep.
Who doesn't want to go
Well,
hang
yeah.
out at the building and had a bunch of hookers in it? I mean,
Yeah, because it was bad, so you assume bad things happen.
yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
I
so
don't
that's
know.
why, and we were talking like this morning. That's the importance of debunking and having the debunkers,
Right.
because most of us don't
Hey,
go as
Joe.
in depth. Hey, Joe, there's Joe the man. They don't go as in depth like Joe does, doing research on what's going on. Is the story true? A lot of people just take it at face value, and that's just the biggest no-no. Even if you just do that little bit of research, like what you did, you went home, you looked into it, and then you found out stuff that was the truth and didn't match the story whatsoever.
Right. Yeah.
Except for
I had to do a lot of digging for it because
Right.
like that information wasn't just you Google it and it popped up.
right. Oh
Really,
yeah, 'cause
like,
it took a little bit for me too when I was looking.
uh-huh.
And then when I said, okay, wait, none of this matches up with what Carla was told. and none of it matched up with what you've discovered,
Mhm.
from the original story. But that's the thing that we got to deal with.
Right.
He says Haunted Hill House. Let me put it on the screen. Haunted
Yay.
Hill House claimed to be a brothel and a gambling den, along with bootlegging. Along comes Joe and Dawn. Yeah, you start trouble. And they debunked it all. Yeah, it has to be done. It just does, and you got to put it out there. And unfortunately,
Yep.
because those people were trying to save their asses, is what they were trying to do.
Haunted Hill House, yeah.
And
Is- But isn't it crazy, Joe, that you find that out and then you feel duped? Like you're like, I don't know. I don't like being lied to.
right. Well, that's exactly how you feel. Like
Yeah, because you really want to know, like, what happened in this place, like what, the people that live there and everything. Did somebody actually die there? Yeah. And that company that Mason's looking up with the Lizzie Borden house, like I had to read the script and like regurgitate all of it. And I gave him the script that they gave me for Helena so he can look into it.
Right.
Because some of it isn't true. But like, I don't believe everything with the Lizzie Borden house either. I just don't.
I really don't either. But and honest, I don't think she did it.
Well, how many times did that guy get hit with the axe? I can't remember. I had to read the number. And I'm like, somebody that little, wouldn't they get exhausted?
Well,
Like,
that's what
I
I'm
can't,
saying. That's my point. I threw that out. I forgot a few
even
people.
with adrenaline, like, you can't just sit and hit like a person repetitively with an axe. Like, even
Right.
me, I would get worn out. Like, it's like taking my daughter that's 95 pounds and trying to kill a grown man
Right.
with an axe.
And
Like,
also, I tell everybody, take
I
into
don't know.
consideration that woman was a woman of means. So that means she had the life of leisure. It's not like she was out in the yard chopping wood every day.
Right.
So to be able to do that like that, I think the uncle did it because the uncle was pissed at the father for ending a business transaction they were involved in, and he had the opportunity. And it's funny how he disappeared after that happened.
Right.
And who's left to hold in the bag? So, question: did George answer the door? Hold on, let me check. Hold on a check.
Okay. So, Joe, is the Hill House like closed down now? So you can't investigate it anymore? What's up with that? Because that stinks. It's like unsolved. Like
Oh, where
lingering.
he went? Yeah, Liam, he's
Yeah.
gonna go check now. He says, continuing on, we weren't able to investigate it properly because we were both told bullshit stories. Yeah, see? And I missed the first part. What did he say? The way we investigate depends on what we're told. I understand all that history is going to be accurate, but Jesus Christ, that was a shit show, and we didn't even investigate it properly.
Oh, okay.
It's still running. Yeah. No, that's okay, Leanne. See, that's what I'm saying. Do that little bit of research before you even waste your time, money, gas. I get it. They're trying to make money off of a story, but there's so many places out there that the stuff is true. So, that's where you're going to go.
Right. Some's true. Some they don't know a whole lot on. That's why you investigate, because you don't.
Well, the thing that blows my mind is that Dawn and Joe presented the evidence right there in their face, and they still would hold their breath until they turn blue that, no, you're not right. This is right. You're busted. Okay, just change the story to the truth. I'm sure people will still go there.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's true. I mean, either way, people are going to go there.
He never said don't go.
Yeah, I know.
So
But they don't want to be called out either, that they weren't telling the truth. They don't want to own up to that, and they don't want to be liars. Even
You want
if
to
they're
join in,
giving,
Joe? It's probably easier if you just
even if,
join in and
yeah,
doing all
even
that
if they're
typing.
given stories, they don't want
Yeah, yeah. If it's a good story, they don't want to give it up.
to. Mm-hmm.
Christ's sakes, I could run all kinds of stories about my own house and start charging at the door. There you
Oh
go. That'll
yeah,
solve all my problems.
yeah. Me too. But I
Have people
won't.
just go up and hang up in my attic for a couple hours, and I'll even be what $500. That should be good, right? I don't even know what they charge. I don't. I just don't.
Yeah.
Come talk to the ghost. The room of the haunted dolls. That would be my studio. Actually, it was funny the other day when Joseph and his girlfriend was here. I didn't realize that she's afraid of my dolls.
Oh.
She never
Yeah.
told me the 2 years that she lived here with us, because I have a lot of the bigger dolls, the life-size dolls in the studio. And so Joseph was in here and he goes, well, come in here. She goes, no, I'm not going in there. I go, go on, go sit up next to Leroy. No, no, no. She wouldn't do it. I was dying laughing. I said, crying out loud, it's just a doll. Creators get called liars when they only are going with what they're told by location owners and staff. Yeah,
It makes
exactly.
sense. Yeah.
Well, let me know, Joe, if you want to pop in. It'd be saving you typing. Because, yeah, I'd rather just be on and run my mouth live than do all that typing. So you just let me know if you're up for it. I'll send you the link. But, yeah, and it's doing the, like even my first experience as a kid with the castle. And I did have time to do research on it. And the story matches up with everything that we were told about it.
Yeah.
Growing up. So that was great. And I would have loved to have gone back. But like I said, they sold the property. And I think they sold it to marijuana growers. Because, I mean, my God, it was, they had electric fence and everything all around the place. Cameras.
Oh, really?
Jesus. You couldn't even get in the driveway to get down the road. I'm thinking, oh my God, I was so upset because I wanted to go back there and do some filming and maybe some recording. And I mean, it was dangerous to go walking through it because it was collapsed, but I think I still would have gotten something off of it. But it's gone. They bulldozed it.
Oh.
I was really upset. I mean, that's a childhood memory and it's gone.
Yeah.
How much longer are you going to be on? Because I'm getting something to eat. Go ahead, go get something to eat. We'll be on for, God willing, for a couple hours. Sage has a question. Do you have anywhere else planned? Phil.
I will be going to Bannock here, I think the 18th of July. They're doing Bannock Days, and it's a ghost town. So I was gonna go back to the Dumas, but it's the same week, and it's with the same group investigation. I wouldn't mind going back there. It's just really hard to get away from the group tour and not interrupt anybody.
Right.
So I don't know. And that's another thing, like trying to get a hold of the owners to go solo has been very difficult. And it's costly. Like to go solo to any of those locations is $600 a night.
Yikes. And how many
From
hours?
7 to 1:30.
Is that a good thing? I don't know.
It depends on where you go. Like I want to go back to the theater, but I can't get the owners to get back to me. I'm like, can I go sometime in August? I haven't heard back from them, so I don't know if they're just booked because they still do stuff out of the theater. They still do movies and shows and stuff. So it's not like it's not being used. So they might be busy. I don't know about the Dumas. I don't know. But
and I think it's great. You've got the opportunity to go to, I mean, the ghost town is like not that far.
Right. And it's free, just the cost to drive there, you know. And then you can check out the buildings and stuff. And then if you go when it's not touristy, that's even better because there's not anybody around. There's one that I want to check out. It's called Gunslinger Gulch, and they actually turn the jail cells into like hotel rooms that you can stay in. It's supposed to be haunted because it's a jail, ghost town jail. But that would be fun to do, just an overnight. just to
Right.
do it. And you can do it, just pay for the night and then stay in one of the jail cells,
Oh,
which is
that's what I was going to ask you. Are you allowed to sleep over on the
Mhm.
property?
Yeah, those you
Oh, that's
can. No,
cool.
not some of them though. There's an inn in Virginia City that I want to go back to the first one that I went to was in 2007 and I stayed in the room that was supposed to be haunted. They say it's haunted by the lady that owns the building.
Right.
When she passed away, it was actually her house and then they turned it into the inn and people can stay there. They say that they've had sightings of her and noises and stuff and I wouldn't think anything bad of it, but Virginia City is also where they hung all the outlaws and the
Right.
bootleggers and the murderers and stuff. And so there's a lot of bad energy there too.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cool.
so you just never know. But that'd be fun to just go back and stay the night there, and film it and do it solo. And that one I would just stay like if you're staying at a hotel room overnight. And that's not bad.
No.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper than, these places for sure.
Is that something that you're considering or no?
I want to do the Virginia. Well, Virginia City is connected to Bannock because the sheriff of Bannock was actually robbing the stagecoaches that were coming back and forth from Virginia City to Bannock, and they caught him, and then they hung him.
Oh,
They hung the sheriff. He was the one doing the dirty work.
right.
Yeah, so they're both connected, and it'd be fun to just give the history on both and do videos of both locations. Because I haven't done an actual video on Virginia City. I just love going to that one because it is spooky and it's a ghost town and it's haunted and go back up to the cemetery at night just to do it,
Right.
scare myself. Yeah, but we'll see. It takes a lot to scare me now.
Well, because the more, like I said, you go to these places and you find out that a lot of it is BS.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you kind of get jaded.
Right. Yeah.
That happened to somebody that we know.
Right.
And spent a lot of money to go to the UK, and she went to all of these haunted places.
Oh, right. Yep.
And she was so disappointed. And now she doesn't even deal with any of it.
Right.
So, welcome in, Paranormal PayPal. Hello. Hello, Big Stew. He says he's cleaning.
Hello.
Getting ready for new water lines, but I'm listening. Okay, sir. I
Hi,
still can't get that
everyone.
thing, vanilla stew, out of my head. I just can't. And it's Miss Cheza. Hello, sweetie. Welcome in. So, hey, guys, you got any questions for either Carla and I? Just throw them out there.
Yeah.
Throw them out there.
Where would you go if you could, Laura?
Oh, my God. Locally?
Either one. Like,
Either one?
name two.
Locally,
Local and anywhere.
I'm trying to get into one of our old hospitals. It's an original hospital. Actually, I just put a story in this month's issue of the magazine about it. The Utica Psych Center, it was known as. Well, the original, you can't get in until Halloween time when they do tours, which really sucks.
Oh.
Because I don't want to do a tour. I want to go in, just with me and my peoples. And there's definitely activity in that building as well. But the other one is the larger complex, which takes up several blocks, and it's not that far from my house. I still haven't heard anything back. Okay, Joe, 15 minutes. We're counting. 14, 13. No.
Too hot.
I'm trying to get into that one. The place is huge, and actually somebody had been in it before and wrote a book about it. And definitely, yes, there's activity in there. So, but I'm waiting to hear back. If I could just do that, it would be so awesome.
Right.
Because I haven't done a building in years. And I definitely wouldn't go in there by myself. It was scary when, it was open, and I used to, as a kid, cut through there because it was easier to cut through that building to get to the other side of the city where you wanted to go instead of going all the way around it because it was so big.
Okay.
And I remember cutting through with my uncle. I have an uncle that's a little bit younger than me. And we're cutting through, got some water, and then we're leaving to go out the other side of the building. And this guy comes up to me and cups my face. And he says, "I love you." And here, you're a young teenager and you're like, yeah. That's nice. I'm like, I got to get out of here, man.
Yeah, that's a little creepy.
And the sad part is when they shut the building down, they just let all those people out on the street.
Oh,
There was nowhere for them to go. And a lot of them shouldn't be on the street.
yeah.
But I would love to go there because it's actually pretty interesting. And then there is a street that my brother-in-law told me about. It's about an hour or so away from us. It's known as very haunted. It's actually shut down at night.
Okay.
They don't want people on it at night. And I'm thinking, okay, what is the deal? I forgot the name of it. I got to find out from him again. Hey, Wandering, welcome on. I want to research it more to find out what the deal is and why they shut it down.
Oh,
Because apparently it's pretty bad news.
yeah.
Maybe a lot of deaths or something happened on that road, but
That'd be
and I would
cool
love to
check
go
out,
and
Laura.
yeah, I want to go check it out, see if it's BS or just folklore. I got to question him again because I forgot what the hell the name of the road was.
Yeah.
But I don't know many places where they shut down a whole road in the evening and tell you can't go on it. Something's not right.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
does.
like something dangerous happens.
Maybe there's like a lunatic that runs around at night. I have no idea. But that's the kind of thing I want to find out.
or maybe a
Hello,
lot of wrecks or
Spider Queen.
something. There's a lot of wrecks in that.
I don't know,
area.
but I guess it's supposed to be extremely active in the evenings, so they shut it down.
Oh,
So I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to find out because I can't remember the name of it.
yeah, for sure.
So it's definitely interesting. Let's see. I don't want to miss out on questions.
I know,
Stage want to know
Roger.
when the pool party is. I'm telling you, as soon as the
Yeah.
live is over, my ass is diving in. And
Oh,
then-
good, Laura. You should enjoy
Oh my
it.
God,
Good.
yes, it's so hot.
Yeah, you should enjoy it. I need to fill up Mikey's pool again so he can play in it.
Let's see. Roger says, Carla, Montana always looked beautiful in all your photos and videos, but is there anything dark there that doesn't that we don't know about?
Well, dark. That's just a lot of like outlaws and hangings and stuff like that. Like, well, everybody knows about the Unabomber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some crazy stuff that happens here with the locals. There was you can look this one up. There was two people that lived out kind of in the mountains. The one there's a right of way with roads, like even if you own the property, people are allowed to use the road to get to their property, even if it runs through yours. It's a lien, I forget what they call it. My grandma had one. But anyway, this guy that owns the property before didn't like the guy that's using his road to go to his property, and those two used to fight, like
Okay.
spat, to the point where there was gun shootings and stuff happening. And then the guy that lived down the way, the one that had an issue with him, murdered him. And they found his body and stuff up McDonald Pass here. It's
Oh
just going towards Missoula.
Wow.
So McDonald's Pass is like maybe 15 minutes from where I live, but you have to take that pass up and over to go to Missoula, which is about maybe 2 hours from here.
Right.
But his body was found up there in pieces, and so yeah, they get a little crazy. So there's a lot of murders and stuff that's happened in Montana. So if you want to know dark stuff, but
not for nothing, the space that you guys have out there, it's easy to get away with that stuff.
yeah, you think.
You just do the dirty deed, and then they just travel maybe an hour or two out of the way, dump it off in a gully somewhere, and
Yeah,
that's it.
there's a lot of mine shafts.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my God, it's awful.
Yeah, you never find the body in a mine shaft.
Ew, I wonder how
Just
many have done
saying.
that.
I don't know, but there's some crazy stories about murders. Like the one, I don't know where this was, guys. I'm sorry, but the guy murdered his wife and put her in the septic tank. And the reason they found it is because they pumped it and the bones were blocking the pump, and they pulled her body out because he didn't grind the bones up or nothing.
Oh,
So her bones were in the septic, and can you imagine like how awful? first you're killed and then your body's in a septic tank.
That's just so gross.
So bad.
Oh
This
my
is like awful way to
God.
go. Wood chippers.
Yeah,
But
they
yeah,
say
a lot
that's
of people,
wood
quite a
chipper.
lot of women that have been murdered around here too, and like their bodies have been found in the hills. There was one that my dad knew. We were actually, when we were little, we drove around with my dad trying to find her body in the North Hills because he was looking for her because she was missing.
Oh my
So
goodness.
he loaded us up to try to go around and try to find her. And I can't remember where they found her, but she was in the hills somewhere.
Well, it was like that story about that young woman that disappeared from a building. And nobody could find her forever. And then people in the building were complaining about the water tasting funny.
Oh, what?
And I don't know if you guys, I seen this online, and come to find out, they found her. She was in the water tank that was on the roof of the building, and that was the
Whoa.
water reservoir for the drinking water. So she was rotting in the tank, and these people are drinking the water.
Holy cow.
And it was a guy that worked in the building that abused her and then threw her in the tank.
That's sad. That's
It
awful.
is sad.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But I was just like, oh, it's so gross. Here these people are drinking this water, and it's this woman's in there because it took them forever to find her.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't have found her if people didn't start complaining about the water. And then it clicked with people, gee, maybe we need to check the tank. Something's wrong. Oh, Betty. Okay, Betty's seen it. Yeah. Yeah, she was I believe she was a small Asian woman
Oh,
that
really?
lived there. Was that? Yeah, it was in New York City, Bill. So yeah, I was like, oh, that is just bad. Wasn't there also a building in New York City that is like famous for a lot of hauntings? Um, Bill probably knows, or you guys have probably heard about it, where a lot of actually actors and actresses, it's probably like one of the first places they've lived because it's cheap housing. It's a famous old building, and but there's a lot of weird shit that happens there.
I don't know that one. Oh, Sage Rat.
Elsa Lam, L.A. I don't remember Sage, but I do remember the story that they found her in the tank on the roof of the building. It's just now, like when we lived in Missouri, I mean, the my sister-in-law's her in-laws, they owned a lot of farmland.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, acres upon acre. It was 2 farms back to back, and I'm telling you, if somebody could get bumped off and they would throw you out there, they'd never find you. They'd never find you. So it's like, that's kind of creepy. So just imagine, like you said, here where you are,
Oh, yeah.
you got the mine shafts, the mountain
Mhm.
ranges, all of that.
Yeah.
No, people are not going to find
Just
you.
go missing, and that's that. Because,
Ian-
like a mine shaft, who would get? There's so many unmarked ones around here, you would never know.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
I've
it
re-
might be at the Cecil Hotel, Sage.
Okay. I'll have to look that up. That sounds like an interesting
It has
read.
a lot of history to it.
Yeah.
Hi, Ian. Welcome in. He says that there's a couple of open mine shafts near me. I never really considered them a place to dispose of bodies. I'll remember the next time, or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Bad way
no,
to
not getting any
go.
ideas.
Like, oh, just saying. But yeah, I've run into some just out hiking off trail. I'm like, oh, don't want to go too close to that.
And none of them are marked.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's so
No.
dangerous.
Yeah, it is. Or they're filled in, but you just never know. And it's funny because like a lot of the mine shafts and stuff are used by bears.
Oh, for
Like,
dens.
yep. They'll go in them and stuff too. Like the ones that go into the mountain, not just straight down, but there's some that just drop. So
Now, see, if that was me and I found something like that, I would get a pole with a red flag on it and tag it.
yeah, there you go, Laura.
So this way, anybody else walking through, because you got kids that might hike
Yeah.
trails, and you know how kids don't pay attention to mom or dad, and
Right.
they wander
Yeah.
too far off to the left, and then they're falling in a hole.
That's a good idea. Like if I'm out hiking next time and I got my pack.
You bring a bunch of little red flags with you, and then you can find
Yeah,
a stick
Or
anywhere.
those, even the yard flags, where they like
Yeah.
put the little pink and
Yeah, there
blue
you
ones
go.
or whatever. That
Yep.
yeah, it's a good idea. Just nothing.
The hotel, Cecilia. Excuse me. Oh my God, I'm choking to death.
Roger.
Look what we got. We've got the Joe Vitale.
Hey Joe. But
Hello.
you're funny, Roger.
Did you get yourself something to eat, Joe?
Yep,
Good.
getting ready to eat right now. So
All right, you munch away.
that's why I don't have my camera on. I don't want people watching me eat.
It's all right. We can sit there and watch you tear it up. It's entertainment, man. Paranormal investigator in its natural habitat.
There you go. You gotta eat when you're on investigations too and drink, because man, I was pretty lightheaded going home.
Oh, that's not good.
Bad headache. Yeah, I didn't eat while I was there. Usually they bring food or I'll bring food. I brought like a granola bar and some water, but
Right?
I should have ate. But I didn't really want to eat too much because they didn't have a. Sometimes they have bathrooms, not all the time.
All right.
No
That's where you got to
running,
go find a bush.
no running water, no outhouse, no toilet that works. You'd have to leave and go down to the gas station. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to leave and then have to come back.
So I'm saying you find a bush. You always have a roll of toilet paper or paper towel in the car.
Yeah, right. They have cameras around the building
Who
too.
cares? It gives them something to look at. You want to look at your ass that bad. Sometimes you
That's
got no
right.
choice.
You open your car door and squat, and
That's
then you can't
free.
see
Hey, I've
nothing.
done that.
Yeah.
You know, out on the road somewhere, I'm thinking, oh, screw this. Just pull over. Open the door.
Southern Michigan. I was born and raised in Michigan. Moved down to Michigan in 2003. Then went back. I think it was 2011 or 12 or something like that. Now I'm back in Tennessee. But yeah, I had Matt and I went to a location and they had shut down the bathrooms.
Oh,
It's a farm, so and the house like no running water, nothing, and the only bathroom was it was an outside bathroom, but it was in a building because this place, the farm, would let school kids in, for field days, check out the farm animals, learn all that fun stuff, right? But they had it shut down. So here I am going to the side of the house, using the bathroom, just pissing. And I can't even tell you how many times I done it. And then it was dark. I got my wiener out, pissing. And then something caught my eye, a red kind of glow. And I look up and I'm like, fuck.
it's a ghost.
It was a camera, security camera.
Oh no.
And I'm like, well,
Showing
either
all
she's
his glory.
I'm like, either she's getting a good show or she's laughing at my wiener. I won't be peeing here anymore.
Dang, don't you love that? I've done that before out hiking. I'm like hiking and there's nothing, but pine trees. And I have to pee. And then there's a game cam.
Full moon, full moon.
Yeah, nope. Seriously, Laura, I got game cam. And I'm like, oh, look, there's a game cam.
I probably have two, but never paid
Why?
attention. I
Like
don't care, man. When
the
you got
one
a spot,
spot I picked too, right? No, I get it. Sucks.
I remember going up to it's the oldest cemetery here in Bristol. I just went up there, take pictures, just whatever. So
Yeah.
come up to a certain spot that I normally go to, and here's this chick topless,
Oh,
changing her shirt. And I'm like, really? And I looked down, so I didn't couldn't see her. I mean, too late. I already seen the titties. But I'm like, oh shit. So I just looked down and then something, I don't know, she made a sound or something like that. I don't remember what it was. But when I looked back, she had another shirt on, and I'm just like, at least she knows, or at least she thinks I didn't see anything.
right?
But I'm just like, why do people why? You changing your shirt at a cemetery? I mean, people are just
Right.
going to come out of nowhere in a cemetery.
Exactly.
yeah, right.
At
But she's
you
just
went
standing
inside the
outside.
vehicle.
Then she's just standing outside her vehicle, you know, titties out. And I'm like, Jesus. I'm like, oh my God.
I mean, I've done that where, we've gone somewhere and, gone swimming or something and there's nowhere to change. So you would put the towels up, around the doors and stuff.
Right.
And then you change behind that, but not just, apparently she didn't care. She just didn't care. A lot
She
of people
probably thought nobody was around. She's going to be quick enough. No big deal. No.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
Here comes Joe pulling up and gets an eyeful.
There you go. Hey, it's out there. People are gonna see it.
Hi, Denise.
The last time we took a trip, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm not gonna make it to the the Burger King, which was a couple miles down the road."
Yep, yeah.
But that's
you can't
it. I
quite
told my
make it.
husband, "All right, I'm opening the doors." So if anybody pulled up, I mean, they wouldn't see anything, but they would see the trail from under the door. You gotta go. You gotta go. It's just the way it is. I remember one time we were traveling back to Missouri with my sister-in-law, and we were on the interstate, and she got sick and had no choice. She had to go to the bathroom.
Oh.
So, and she always carries, paper products in the vehicle. And so we pulled over to the side of the road. She went down into the ditch, and it was dark. And my husband kept breaking her balls and flashing the headlights. She's like, "Keep it up, you little bastard." I said, "Oh my God. Can you imagine state trooper pulls up? What's going on?" "Well, it's like this, officer."
I had somebody that I worked with. He was a friend. Get put on the sex offenders list. He had to use the bathroom really bad. Nothing was open. So he pulled into a gas station that was closed. He went around back, pissed. He came back and there was a cop. The cop's like, so what are you doing? My buddy's like, "I had to use the bathroom. Nothing was open. I needed to go." Boom, busted. And at that time in Michigan, and I don't know if it's like that anywhere else, when you're put on the sex offenders list, they don't specify exactly what for. You're just on the list.
Yeah, they do that here too. Yep.
So you just look like a freaking pervert.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they put him on that list. Wouldn't you think he would be charged with maybe indecent exposure?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm not 100% sure. But then there was something in play with Michigan about this sex offenders list where people like my friend Eric, went to go piss when he got put on the sex offenders list, and it makes it hard for him to get a job.
Yeah.
But thankfully he had a job. So I don't know if they started to now specifically say what they're on the list for, but I think that's just stupid, being on the list for having to use the bathroom.
Yeah, that's got nothing to do with sex.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be something serious, Not just because you had to go to the bathroom and expose yourself accidentally.
And like Phil says, exposure can be put on a list. Well, I mean, if he was flashing somebody, yeah, okay, that's an issue. But the guy was going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I mean, on certain beaches, women are not allowed to wear thongs.
Oh, yeah.
Some shouldn't wear thongs.
That can be indecent exposure, and they can get put on that list.
Yeah. Well, it's funny we're talking about this because I just seen a video today on Facebook, and it had to do with a gay pride parade. I don't remember where it was located, but pretty much everybody in the parade was naked.
They do that in Fremont, the Fremont Festival,
and the kids,
Washington,
kids, and all that watching. And I'm sorry, I am an advocate for equal rights,
right?
And I support the gay community to an extent.
But they don't have to be naked.
What does that got to do? Why do you have to be naked?
Right.
What does that got to do with gay pride?
They did that here, and I was like, I'm not gonna have my kids sit out in the lawn watching a bunch of girlies walk by with their boobs out.
And, well, this was guys and girls, and I'm thinking,
but you know what I mean.
That's got nothing to do with gay pride.
No,
oh my God,
no. Yeah,
I mean, if me and my buddies were to do that, we would be in
arrested.
Jail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I put on as a comment because I usually don't comment on stuff like that. But it irked me so much. I thought, and that's what I put. What does this have to do with gay pride? That is not a gay pride parade. That is a perversion parade.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's
because you
no
don't need to
reason that you need to
expose
show people
yourself
your
to
stuff.
anybody.
Yeah,
You don't.
I don't understand. I didn't understand.
That would be a freedom parade.
Nudist parade. Okay, that would fit the narrative there. You know,
Yeah,
but
There you go.
See, the narratives again, people.
oh my god.
Right. I just, look, I have quite a few friends, the gays, and who are gay. I didn't mean to say who's gays, make it sound bad. But no, I have friends who are gay, and it's like, even they're like, what does this have to do with?
Exactly. Exactly. I
But
have
a lot of my friends though who are gay are surprisingly conservative Republicans, which is kind of weird.
Well, they all don't support what that goes on in that crap. I have family members that are gay, and they see that stuff and they're thinking, "What the hell's wrong with these people?" I say, "Yeah, that's what I want to know." And then if you ask a question, then they attack you. You're asking simple questions. Why do you have to be naked and parade down the street? It's not a nudist parade.
Right.
Yeah, Laura.
So I'm confused.
But
Yes, we're very
usually-
confused.
usually the people who are willing to run around gay, or not gay, sorry, naked. Jesus, what is wrong with me?
Insert foot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they do run around gay. I mean, that's true. But again, I don't mean it in a negative way.
Back in the day,
friends.
that meant happy. I'm gonna run around happy.
Right.
Happy, right?
Yeah, they use that a lot in books.
But anyhow, I totally forgot where I was going with this.
Sorry, Joe.
What did I say? Anyways, no, I mean,
Your conservative friends that are gay.
um,
I think that's what you were talking about.
maybe, but anyhow, it's like, it's not gonna, like, it doesn't help the cause, right?
No, it
Running
doesn't.
around naked. That's where I was going with it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't. I mean, it's a bad look. And then people willing to expose small children to that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is what I was going to say. Usually the people that run around naked are the ones that we don't want to see naked.
Pretty much. Yeah, because what was in that parade was kind of scary. Yeah.
Like me,
Hey, Angelina.
when I go to the beach, I keep my shirt on because I know nobody wants to see me without a shirt on at the beach. I will get harpooned.
Oh, Jesus. I highly doubt it. But
But I mean, like you said,
see, like we're talking about it, you're confused. I mean, I know I have a lot of friends that are gay. I have family members that are gay, and they all say the same thing. What does what they're doing got to do with them achieving rights that they want? All I see is a negative thing towards the community.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm sure, yeah, because I have a like one transgender friend, and she's super sweet, but she's conservative too, and like she likes to dress, but she doesn't go like flashing or nothing like that. Like I'm sure she would be disgusted too with it. She's respectful.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I
Yeah.
just don't get it. Yeah, see, like Angela said, yeah, it makes our community
Wailing's
look bad.
illegal.
The harder to live as a gay person openly. It does, because people aren't understanding what does that got to do with it.
Right.
Have your parade, be proud of who you are, but nobody needs to see your ass naked. That has no point.
It's like going to a Christmas parade and seeing a naked Santa Claus.
Exactly. What point does that have?
He's Christian.
I don't know. I'm confused.
I get it. Yeah, I don't.
I don't want to
That's
see a
right.
naked Santa Claus. No, if Mrs. Claus is looking pretty good, different story. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, it doesn't make sense to me, and I think it just makes them look bad. But the other thing that drives me nuts too is all these labels. Everybody's
Yeah, I don't play the label game.
the gay community, the Asian community. It's like, dude, we're
People.
We're
But
people.
we're labeled too. The paranormal community and the
Yeah.
debunking. And
Well,
the
I mean,
blah,
that's
blah.
Well, when they play, he's talking about the pronoun game. I don't.
Oh,
I
I
don't do
know.
that.
I know. I don't do the they, he, she thing.
Yeah.
Them.
I always tell people, and it might piss people off. I said, "What's your name?" "Oh, my name's Joe." That's what I'm going to call you.
right.
Don't ask me to call you a group or any other kind of bullshit because I'm not going to deal with the headache.
I mean, I've had people do that to me, and I'm like, okay, well, my pronoun is God. I am God.
yeah.
And they're like, well, that's just stupid. I'm like, exactly.
Thank you.
There you go.
Hopefully that'll all come to an end and people will just knock it off. I mean, you know, you are who you are. So there, yeah, like Angeline says, I'm not gay, I'm Angelina.
Right.
Exactly. That's who you are.
It just you're a person.
We don't
You
give a
don't- you
shit
don't
what you're
need
doing in
labels.
your bedroom.
Right.
Got nothing to do with us.
Yep. We're all humans.
You know, I shock a lot of people when I say that. I say, I don't care what you're doing in your bedroom. It's got nothing to do with me.
Right. Like,
But you're a person. Your name's Angelina. That's what I'm calling you.
right. Exactly.
And I don't know this newer generation. I don't understand. I just don't understand it. But somebody needs to explain it to me, I guess. Leanne wants to know if you're going to volunteer for Christmas, Joe.
The hell no.
Ho, 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 Joe.
Oh, hell no, Joe.
Say, yeah, let's just streaking across Leanne's. Well, that's different. I'm streaking across Leanne's law. There's a purpose for that.
Right.
You know, and when I do talk to my gay friends or if I'm around my gay friends, I don't even think about them being gay.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't even cross my mind. No, I have one gay friend, although he moved to Florida, he would let you know. I mean, he would joke around and shit like that. But, man, he would say and do some shit where you're like, you're pretty gay, dude.
I said to my cousin, he's gay. And I said, Jesus, man, David, you're more girl than I am. And he starts laughing. But, you know, I just don't get what a lot of them do. Maybe I'm just getting old.
Yeah, we old.
It's just ridiculous. Just be who you are. And who gives a shit who knows it or not?
Right. Yeah. I never
Pretty simple.
I never thought once, oh, I'm talking to my gay friend or my straight friend. I'm
Yeah.
not talking to somebody. That's it. I don't care about anything else. As long as they're not causing me harm or anything like that, I don't care.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, as long as they're not forcing themselves on you or anything, then that's, you know, it's cool. They're, like Pinky said, her son is gay and has a boyfriend, and I don't label him anything. He's Dan and his boyfriend is Zane. Exactly. That's it. That's who they are.
Right.
What do you have to have, you know, the gay flag stamped on your forehead? Nobody cares.
There is nothing special about being straight, being gay, being bisexual. There's just nothing special about it. It's just a preference.
Exactly. It's who you are. And
Right, Denise.
I don't know. I think everybody I think it's just it's out of control. Exactly, Pinky. As long as they're happy, that's what matters. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Our parents labeled us, and that's the only label we need. Yeah, that's the name you got. You're Angelina. There you go. There's your label.
And, you know, I do have friends who don't believe in the whole, like, same-sex marriage, but they're also like, who gives a shit? It has no impact on their life.
No.
Like,
And so
and
it's like, they're all just nuts.
if they don't believe in it, then they don't do it, too. So, I mean,
Yeah.
there's that.
Exactly. There, Phil says, on Dancer, on Prancer. This is lame. Yeah, that would be Joe.
Yep.
I think it's more open now than it used to be because when I was in high school
Right,
and
Mariah?
if the guys found out another guy was gay, they'd get their ass beat.
Yes, we had
Yeah,
that
but
problem
now it's
too.
not like that. I mean, I'm sure there's still some hate out there, which sucks.
Yeah.
But
I did- I had a
know
friend
back in
growing up
my
and-
day, like when back in my day.
You're getting
Um,
old. She's saying back in her day.
Yeah, right. But yeah, the guys you didn't talk about it because they would get beat up.
I mean, I remember growing up, like, in, like the 80s and then
Mhm.
yeah, like mid 90s, like that was not a fun time for somebody to be gay.
No, it wasn't.
And I'm sure before that, but I wasn't alive before that, or I have no memory before that.
Well, I got into a few fights in the 80s because I had a close friend that was gay and everybody used to pick on him. And I used to stand up for him. And Laura did a few swings and stuff. I mean, that's just bullshit. He was a great guy. Leave him alone. And yeah, so it's.
I remember a friend of mine decided to start a fight with a gay person. That friend of mine got his ass kicked. I'm like, dude, it's a guy. Do you think he's not going to like
defend himself?
Do you think he's just gonna fight like a girl or whatever? Like, no. And he got mad at us. Oh, none of you guys jumped in to help me. I'm like, no, dude, because he didn't do anything. Like he just did not do anything. Like, you deserved it anyways. The guy he got into a fight with, he broke our buddy's nose and broke my buddy's nose, cracked some teeth. I'm like, yeah, dude, you deserve that.
Yeah, hey, you're gonna be an asshole. You're gonna get the beating for it. Yeah, Angelina, men still get beat up for it. Yeah, they do. I'm sorry, I just don't understand it. What business it is ours? You know, they'd be like somebody beating us up because we're straight. Well, you're straight. Oh, I got to kick your ass. What's the matter with you? It's nobody's business.
Right.
You know, if you're a dick, gay, straight, or whatever, you're gonna be an asshole. Somebody's gonna beat you up.
Mm-hmm.
I get that, but for the gays, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. And I know that not everybody thinks the way I do. I just think they're a person. Just treat them. That's all they want, is be treated equal, like the rest of us. Actually, I had somebody that one time was bitching and complaining because they couldn't get married in a Catholic church. I said, listen.
Oh, yeah.
The Catholic doctrine is not going to allow it.
They're very
It is a sin in the eyes of the Catholic Church. That's the doctrine. You don't have to get married in a Catholic church. Go somewhere else.
Right. Yeah. If you do it that way, you have to go through all these classes and stuff, and even for baptisms and all that here. Like, it's very strict.
Well, it's like people getting upset that bakeries won't make cakes for people getting married who are the same sex. It's like, okay, so they have the right to do that. If they don't want to, for any reason, religious, not really, whatever, that's their right. Go somewhere else. But that bakery's a dick.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
It doesn't make any sense.
You think they'd want to make money.
Exactly.
Like, okay, yeah, I'll make you a cake.
If they won't do it, somebody else will take their money.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's the point I was making about being married. I told him, I said, I'm a minister. You want to get married? I'll marry you. It is what it is, but I think the fight is they're trying to force the church into accepting it. And unfortunately, it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think in our lifetime. So you just go somewhere else. Somebody else will do it.
Right. I mean, there are places that I've gone to. I'm like, wow, these people are assholes. I'm going
exactly. I would say that too. I was like, why are you such an asshole? What's the problem here? They're paying just like anybody else.
It's not like they're paying with rainbow money.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
And I look at it this way: they want to get married just like everybody else. Then go ahead, and then you can get, have the same fights and the same divorces just like everybody else. So have at it. Let's see. Angelie says, "I do not believe gays should be married in the Catholic Church. This is why I do not get married. I want to get married in the Catholic Church, but cannot do so. So that is on me." Yeah, well, that's your beliefs, and I know you've told me that before. And I mean, if you're not willing to change which church or who marries you, then you just don't get married.
Right. I mean, is it that big of a deal to get married at a specific church? I mean, to be quite honest, it's the same shit.
Yeah.
Like, my ex-wife and I, we got married at it's called the Little White Chapel in Taylor, Michigan. It wasn't a church, and there's some random ass dude who did our whole wedding vows and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's all the same. The licenses are all the same, different names.
That's
You know, things
it.
like that.
It's just a piece of paper.
Waste of fucking money.
There's a lot of people that live a lifetime together and never get married.
Yep, that's true.
So, yeah, I did hear that. Yeah, the Pope was kicking out around the idea of changing that. Whether that happens, who knows?
That ain't gonna happen.
So now I guess I'm going to make a salad. Oh, Mariah's talking about what she's going to have for dinner.
He does that, he's gonna cause a major issue with the Catholic Church.
Yeah, well, I think that, yeah, well, it has to go through the whole, the whole council and all that shit. So it's that's why I don't see it happening anytime soon. Phil says cake is cake. They didn't want to make it. They could have went somewhere else. Depends on how big media blew it up. They did blow it up big time. But yeah, go somewhere else. I'd say, well, shit, you don't want to take my money? I'll find somebody else.
Right.
That's all. Problem solved.
There's always somebody out there who's willing to take your money.
Oh, yeah. That's for damn sure. For damn sure. Of course, we got way off a track here. We were talking about doing
Yeah, what happened?
about research. I don't know how we really strayed that far.
I don't remember. Yeah.
But
That's
you know
okay.
how my lives work. It's from one thing to the next.
Usually it ends in food.
Yeah, usually. That's usually
We're
how
talking cake and ice cream right now. It's cake and
Yummy.
ice cream. Joe's eating dinner. Everybody's starving. Everybody wants dinner, and we're talking cake and ice cream.
cake and ice cream.
And yeah, rainbows.
Well, it was funny earlier. I was talking with Leanne. We were talking about fruits. So she got a watermelon. I'm thinking, I said I already ate mine.
I can't eat that.
And then I had a bag of cherries. I already ate those. I should have bought two. The cherries were freaking awesome.
Yeah, I remember at work, one of my managers was he still is, I'm sure, gay, and his partner made cupcakes. Oh my god, they were so good. I looked over at my boss. I'm like, hey, if you don't marry this dude, I will.
Yeah, there you go. I have friends on
Nice.
Facebook. They're antique dealers, and they're always making like biscuits and gravy and stuff on the
Oh.
weekends. And they put it on there. And I go, you bastards. I
Yeah.
said, I'm moving in the cinnamon buns and all this.
Yum.
And I always say, you going to adopt me? And they go, oh, sure, come on. Really nice guys. She's like,
Yum,
if I lived
yum.
there, I'd weigh 500 pounds. Oh, my God. Oh, when's the pool party again?
I want to go.
Oh,
to a
45
pool
minutes.
party. How big is your pool, Laura?
It is 4 foot,
Oh,
15 round. It just fits in the space that I got. And it's, yeah, I'm actually, because I'm sitting here, I'm dying. I'm freaking dying.
It's a big pool then.
It's a big pool. I just got, I have no floats. Because when we had a pool
Oh.
before,
I
threw
got
out
the
all that stuff.
floaties.
So I got to
I'll
get
come with,
there. Flo, you come with the floaties. I have no floats.
yeah, I'll fly with the floaties.
The only thing I could use as a floaty is a backdrop for archery. I got that. I could throw that in the pool.
Back when I was a kid, my dad had a 20 by 40 in-ground pool put in.
Oh, geez.
It was awesome until we had to clean
Yeah.
it. And
No
Uh,
kidding. It
it
looked
got-
like the Trump swamp.
it yeah, pretty much.
Yikes.
But yeah, we'd use it a lot, and then year after year it became less and less and less and less until, like, maybe it was used 2-3 times during the summer.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought the kids one of those bigger pools, probably kind of like yours, and Laura. It was at COVID,
All right.
and it is such a pain in the ass to clean and maintain it, even if you buy the tabs and all that.
So you got to have
Like,
a
I
pool
would
man.
just- Yeah, the algae clean thing and all that, and I still had to clean it.
I'm married to a pool man.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
that's
part of my
good.
husband's duties when he used to
Oh.
run buildings and hotels.
Okay.
He maintained the lifeguard staff and the pools, so our pool is always spotless.
Oh, nice.
He always bitches. Well, you can wash your feet before you get in the pool, and he's really anal about
See,
it.
our kids don't do that. They just run in with the grass and stuff and don't cover it, and then you got grasshoppers, and I'm like, oh
All
god,
kinds of critters, but yeah,
Yeah.
if you just keep up on it, it's really not too bad.
nice.
That's just it, though.
Yeah.
Keeping up with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, George is out there every night checking it, cleaning it. So I don't have to worry about it.
Good.
It's a good, you deal with that.
That's nice.
I ain't dealing with it. I know he enjoys it. And he's done, he's taking care of all kinds of different size pools. And so I say, hey, that's your thing. You go ahead. Those fires are scary. We got fires your way, Mariah? Yikes. So yeah, I'm going to have to order some floaties. Canada has more pools than the U.S. Really?
Oh, geez.
We've always had one. And then a couple of years ago, we had to take the one down that we had because of winter damage.
Oh.
And so I had a lovely angel send me a pool to help me because that was my therapy. Just something about floating in the cold water. Well, it helps all the swelling go down. So I can use my fingers so I can scratch my ass, stuff like that. So,
yeah.
Now, Joe, you were giving Carla advice on how to get her point across about false stories with haunted locations.
Wording is important because you never know how an owner of a location is going to react.
Right.
You can give your opinion. Here's what I found. Here are the facts. Blah, 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 blah. And they don't like that. And they'll do what they can to shut you down. And that's not fun, making a bunch of noise over here. Anyways, just delivery is important. Don't be pissy about it. The only reason why I got pissy with the Haunted Hill House because there was a couple times that I went live doing research and being threatened to be sued.
Yeah.
And then I took them both down. I'm like, okay, let's try it like this. And then finally I'm like, you know what? Fuck, I've had enough of this shit. At first I thought maybe, just maybe, people were taking advantage of the owners. Clearly not the case. So
good to know. Yeah.
Just be careful. And like Mason, I've told Mason, like, you got to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How you like present things, okay? Because he's like, because with Mason, and he has to understand, just like anybody has to understand, because end up learning it the hard way. I have proof. I have proof that this stuff was set in a way to purposely make people think that it's paranormal. It's set up on purpose in such a way, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, you have pictures. It's great. That's not proof. You have to prove intent. Good luck with that.
Oh, yeah.
Because then
that makes sense.
Yeah, because then it can be turned and say, well, first off, I never claimed that was a ghost, and that's these people coming in here and thinking it's a ghost, and maybe they should have, used common sense or thought about it or just whatever. That's not going to end well. Like for Mason, even though nothing's going on like that or anything like that, but I am using Mason as an example, and I can use myself,
right,
or really anybody as an example. You also have to remember too that you can be sued for your opinions.
Wow.
And the way no matter how you say it, like, well, it's my opinion, da 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 da. As soon as you say, in my opinion, you better watch. And what matters is what comes after the word, in my opinion, or even before, in my opinion.
Wow. Take care, Mariah.
Now, then like Dawn's attorney's like, yeah, I tell people don't do reviews, just don't write reviews, none of that stuff, because people get sued and people
Mhm.
do lose, even though it's their opinion.
Right.
They still lose, not all the time, but that possibility is there. So when, like watching like the debunkers and doing their thing, I'm like, I'm surprised these guys haven't been sued yet.
Exactly.
No shit. Yep. I agree on that one. It's very tough. Like, I made sure when I did my video, I didn't use names and things like that. I just gave facts. I didn't say there was blatantly lying or anything. I just pretty much said you need to do your research. Not everything that you're told may be factual. But yeah, the debunkers. I'm surprised like some of our top dogs haven't gotten hit hard yet.
No, I'm the only asshole out of everybody. Out of
And you're not
everybody.
even on there like going at some of these people. That's crazy. But then again, like yours are like some serious places, Joe.
Well, I mean, the other ones have been threatened with physical violence.
Well, yeah, but that's just fucking weak. That's
Right.
like, poor
I mean,
Beardo and the Andrew bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I've had that happen where somebody has threatened to beat me up, and I'm like,
Serious?
okay,
This is crazy.
you
That's
want
why I
my
don't do that
address?
stuff.
I'll give you my address, and I
Yeah.
have given my address.
Say, bring it.
Doing a live stream and like talking about something with a team and kind of like debunking the stories and stuff like that, and somebody, is in my chat trying to, like be a hero for their favorite content creator and then threaten to beat me up. And I'm like, okay, here's my address, asshole.
There you go. And of course, the majority of them don't show up because they don't have
No.
the balls. But then you get
Yeah.
those one crazy loon.
Yeah, that does a drive-by.
Yeah, no shit. But how would you? All right, what advice do you give on how would you word something if you're going to do a review?
You have to you need to go at it as unbiased as you possibly can. Here's what I liked. This was great. That was great. But here's this. Here's what I didn't like. Whatever. I mean, no matter how you go about doing it, you still run the risk, even though it's kind of a low risk. You still run the risk of somebody throwing a lawsuit at you.
Right.
And
excuse me.
It's crazy to me how far people will go. Like, let's say if they go ahead and sue, and how far they're willing to go with the lawsuit, even though like you have everything, like for us, we already knew ahead of time. We knew what to expect. We already knew what to expect. We knew it was going to start with, defamation and all this other stuff.
Right.
But there were going to be other things that were going to be piled on. So, like, Dawn took a shit ton of screenshots. We knew where this was going to go. We knew what they were going to say. And we had everything, there to be like, well, they're saying this, but here's this in their own words.
Right.
But even having all the proof, everything there, it was still, they just like they wanted to keep. Well, you'd just be surprised at how far people want to take it before somebody like an attorney says, you got nothing. Like, you need to stop, or a judge puts an end to it for whatever reason. So in our case, they weren't able to prove anything that we did was wrong. We were able to, even though we really didn't show up, but we had a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What really killed it was they had done the lawsuit wrong. They filed wrong with the lawsuit. So that ultimately was the thing that killed it. But even without that, there was just no winning. Don's attorney was looking to find a way to just kill the case. I was honestly hoping, and I know Don was hoping too, that it would go all the way. It would see the judge. We would be in court. That's what we were hoping for. But Don's attorney, because he was through State Farm, he kind of has to do what State Farm wants him to do, and so he had to get it dead as quick as he could.
Right.
Um, but like I said, delivery is important. Watch what you say. Don't be accusatory.
Hmm.
But there's still no guarantee that you're going to be shielded with, free speech. It's my opinion, or what is it called? The thing that YouTubers love to use, the Fair Use Act. The Fair Use Act doesn't mean shit.
Oh,
It's a defense.
yeah.
You don't use it. You don't use the Fair Act as because I can do it, because it's there. It is, well, I did this. Somebody's mad, wanting to remove the video or take me to court. My defense is now fair use.
Right.
So, and even then, the way YouTube works now, they just let people just figure it out for themselves, because YouTube, no matter what YouTube does, it's always wrong.
Mm.
So YouTube's like, I've had enough of this shit. Well, the people running YouTube anyway, like, yeah, I've had enough of this shit. They need to figure it out. Here's what we'll do, but after that, forget it.
Right. You're pretty much on your own. See, that's what I worry about. Like with Mason, he does a great job, but when he says certain things, I'm thinking, oh, he shouldn't have worded it that way.
Right.
And I always, think I get the passion, I get the desire, but the wording, he really needs to work on that.
Yeah, it's kind of crappy because like you got people that'll like lie and fake and say whatever the hell they want, but then you can't.
Right.
It's like, how is that fair?
Yep.
Like,
Different rules for different
I
people.
can't say what I want about the place, but you can lie about it. That's awesome.
Well,
Just because you're making money off of it, and it's their business or it's their location, even though it's a lie.
Doesn't-
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
Joe,
no.
it sucks.
it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
it's
stupid.
their location. A lot of
Yeah.
times too, and something that people need to look at. When you go to a location, you got to sign the waiver and all that stuff.
Hmm.
Look for the word entertainment.
Oh, okay.
It's a loophole.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right about that.
I'm
Have
only
you ever
gonna
come upon people that actually where you have found something and then you presented it to them and they were like, oh shit, we didn't know, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
corrected it? Or
yeah, that does happen.
good.
It happens more often than people think. I think I can't remember the name of the place, something Castle out in the northeast. I can't remember what it's called, but anyhow, yeah, somebody went and did a lot of research and found that there was something wrong with the history, and they changed it immediately. They went on their website and changed it. A lot of locations will do that. It's happened with like locations that I've been to. I'm not the one who corrected the history. Somebody else did, but or they'll correct it themselves if they find something new, something different, or whatever. You can't expect the history of a location to be 100% accurate. It's just not going to happen.
right.
But it doesn't affect the investigation, with like little minor inconsistencies. Now, some people might say, well, those little minor inconsistencies can, that's bad. There shouldn't be. And it's like, no. Like, tell me your history, because I guarantee you're not going to remember all of your history.
Mhm.
From the time you were born to this very second, tell me everything. It ain't happening. We do not remember all major events that
Right.
happen in our lives. Things do get forgotten. They get lost in our brains. I mean, that's sort of a reach, but some inconsistencies are fine. but taking some truth and twisting it into something to create a narrative to make a place seem more scarier, more active than it actually is, just to get people to pay to go. No, bullshit.
Right.
When I go to locations, I'm not looking at what's the scariest story a place has. No, I'm just like, this place looks interesting. I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to go, oh shit, that's too expensive. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly. That's a big thing. Too expensive.
Right.
Like the Harrisville haunting documentary we did. We talked about certain war that had happened. We don't know if the war. I mean, we know where the wars took place, but there may have been things that happened on the land where the Conjuring House is that just are not recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We have no idea. I don't mind a location, like, here's our history, but we were also told, about these things. We're not sure about these things. I'm cool with that. But when it's, oh, yeah, we were also told, and then presenting it as factual, that's a bit of an issue.
Yes. That's the problem I have with the Conjuring House. I mean, I've never been there. I've watched a lot of teams go there and investigate. I honestly don't think that there's anything in that house. I do think there might be something with the land.
I do too.
But as the house per se, I haven't found any proof that something's going on there.
So while we were editing and things like that, the documentary, here's what a lot of people don't know. No, it was never even put into the documentary. And so I had talked to quite a few people in that area. One of them is a radio DJ. Another guy ran at the time a pretty popular podcast. And I was told that there was a lot of things that went on in the woods in that area. And these people did not know each other. Maybe two did out of the bunch that I talked to, but they all said, look, like, don't know if this is going to help the documentary or not, but there were like a cult or whatever doing rituals in that area in the woods.
Yeah, see?
And everybody had told me this. Now, when I went and researched it, it was hard because there just wasn't really anything like to completely like support that. But yet, talking to other individuals, I know I won't mention who because those people have something to do with the history of the town. So we're saying, yeah, that was a thing. It happened, and then over time, a bunch of teenagers started doing it. Like they thought that they were really serious, but yet it was just teenagers being dumb, thinking that they were doing something special or whatever. But
And not for nothing, where you go to somewhere, is there people going to be bragging about, oh, well, we had a cult and they did this? No, they hide that stuff. It's not like anybody's going to document it.
Right. The other thing too is that there's a cemetery that was undocumented for God knows how long, fairly close to the house.
Wow.
And it was accidentally discovered. It was lost. And that happens all the time.
Yeah.
There are cemeteries all over the world that are just lost over time. You hear people say, oh, it's been debunked. Everything about the Conjuring House has been debunked. No, it hasn't. There are other things that people have experienced, like personal experiences, that have not been debunked. Yes, I know the Bathsheba Sherman thing was debunked we had a lot to do with that, with our documentary debunking that. It was already debunked. The problem was people were still running with that story, and it got, you know, worse when the first Conjuring House movie came out. So then it
Right.
just got even worse.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then I remember Matt. He when we were doing the Conjuring House, he wanted to kind of wanted to go with the witch angle and kind of focus the documentary around that. I'm like, dude, Bathsheba Sherman wasn't a witch. None of that's true.
Right.
That's been debunked. Because even Matt thought the same
They're
thing.
still claiming that.
No, they're not.
I-
Nobody's the people like who were running the house. Like when we went there, Brian, the guy who was accused of stealing
Yeah.
money,
Okay.
he's like, yeah, no, the Bathsheba Sherman story, not real, didn't happen. But it's the YouTubers
Right.
who either believe it or it's brought up. But when I went the first time, when Jen and Corey, when they owned it, and they were awesome. They're just awesome. They knew the story was not real. They knew that. And when she ended up getting the house, same thing. The staff members like, yeah, this thing with Bathsheba Sherman never happened. Again, it comes back to a lot of these YouTubers either running with that story, not knowing that it's been debunked, and then the people who watch those content creators, they believe it. Then you have people who they know the story's been debunked, they know it hasn't happened, but they'll bring it up and use it in such a way like, well, the whole thing with Bathsheba Sherman, it never happened, but what if this entity is pretending to be Bathsheba Sherman and blah 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 blah. Okay, maybe a possibility. Okay, might be a possibility. Maybe. I mean, when we did the documentary, we did have Bathsheba come through on us, but it was like, yeah, bullshit. No better than that.
Mhm.
But whatever's there, and again, I'm not going to sit here and tell. I'm not going to sit here and tell anybody that the place is or is not haunted. I do think some shit's going on, but I think it's more tied to the land. And I do believe, and this is my opinion, so I'm not spitting out facts. I do believe that there is something that likes to mimic. I've experienced that firsthand.
Yes, I
The
do
house.
remember that. Yeah.
Billy was talking to his daughter. Billy was being dad, helping his daughter with her homework. But that just tells you what kind of guy Billy is. Like he will, when his daughter, like he's not at home, he's on the phone at a haunted location, helping his daughter with homework.
There you go.
I
Doing
mean-
the dad thing.
Yeah, I mean, so that's telling of Bill's character.
Good.
I thought Bill was still. I thought Bill got back on the phone with his daughter, or maybe I thought he was still on the phone with his daughter. I don't remember. But I heard in a childlike voice, in a questioning manner, saying, "Dad, I'm in the bathroom." And just as I heard that, I was walking out of the bathroom, and I'm expecting Bill to be like in the dining room area.
Mhm.
I walk out there, they're all outside. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
That's weird stuff. Yeah.
I go
Yeah.
outside and I'm like, Bill, were you on the phone with your kid? No. Was anybody in the house? No, we've been out here.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
Like,
wasn't there a time where you guys were outside and somebody thought they saw it was you or somebody else and it wasn't?
so Eric thought he had seen Matt come out. But apparently it wasn't Matt. But that's Eric's experience. I didn't get to see that.
Right.
The second time we went, and of course, pretty much every time we went, except for one time, It was fucking cold, tons of snow, because, I hate snow and it's just got to do that.
Yeah.
You know, um,
Sounds like a great time.
I was looking out one of the bedroom windows. I'm like, what the hell is that? I see these flashes of lights up in the tree. I'm like, hey, check this out. Like, so Matt went and he looked. What the fuck is that? And I'm also on the phone with somebody else. And they're like, is it snowmobiles? I'm like, no, it ain't snowmobiles. It's way too high to be snowmobiles. Is it a helicopter? I'm like, yeah, I highly doubt there's like 20 fucking helicopters in the woods.
Right.
It's too low. So I don't know what it was. I even went outside and I'm like, what is that? And it wasn't lightning bugs. Again, dead of winter. So when the other documentary on the house came out, Sleepless Unrest, they captured what I seen. And I had no idea that they had actually captured
Wow.
that. I didn't know until I actually watched their documentary. I'm like, holy shit.
There you go.
And then I talked to Kendall. I'm like, dude, I seen that. I can verify that for you guys. I can back you up on that. I seen that. But not everything has been debunked on the house. We do still have like these personal experiences. You can't really debunk those. And I don't think people really quite know the entire history of the house and who was actually involved, even before Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Right.
Because there was two, a team before Ed and Lorraine Warren. Ed and Lorraine Warren just took it over.
Right. And then then it went Hollywood, and that's the part I don't like.
We talk about that. We do touch on that in our documentary.
Like the last time, was it you guys? The last time you were there, you weren't allowed to investigate on the property.
Oh, we could not go outside and investigate. That's
right.
Something we wanted to do because it was mostly Side Eye Guy who wanted to, because they were talking about like Bigfoot and UFOs and stuff like that also being seen and things like that. Now in that area, a lot of people claim to see UFOs in that area, so it's not necessarily special to that location. Same thing with the whole Bigfoot thing. Right. I don't believe in Bigfoot, to be quite honest. I'm not saying he doesn't exist or she doesn't exist. I just don't believe it.
I just don't think it's what everybody's thinking it is.
Yeah.
It could be a hybrid of some kind of a bear of some sort. I mean, if there's something, a lot of people have had experiences. There has been certain things that have been found and discovered, but I don't think it's like this big 8-foot hairy man running around. It's something else, and it's some form of animal. We just don't know what.
Yeah, I know. So that is something that I don't believe. But again, I'm not saying it's not real. I'm just, like I said,
right.
I don't believe in the whole Bigfoot thing. It's always the people who see Bigfoot who walk like 20 feet into the woods and be like, I've seen a Bigfoot. But then you hear like all these people who are out in the woods all the time, nonstop, like
Phil Sheafoot,
pretty much living in the woods and not see a damn thing.
Right. Well, see, I leave the door open for that because I had friends that actually had an experience. If you want to call it Bigfoot, it was what it is. And there's no reason for them to lie. The daughter, it was scared the living shit out of her.
Yeah.
And she described it to her father because he thinks it was a bear. And she goes, no, I know what an effing bear looks like. And it wasn't a bear. And it was just standing there staring at her. And I'm telling you, she shit herself. So what it was, we don't know. I mean, she described it to him. It was about 8 foot tall, brown hair all over its body, except for like a white streak in the front, which I heard that that is the same kind of description from ones that are in Florida. So what is this creature or whatever it is migrated from Florida? Yeah.
Skunk-ape.
Yeah. So did it migrate from Florida up to the Adirondack Park?
Yeah,
So that's the only reason I leave the what if open, because there's no reason for them to tell a tale. and they got the hell out of there because they couldn't explain it.
Yeah, it's like I've had people say, "Oh, I've seen a doppelganger." Seen a doppelganger. I'm like, I'm like, they're my friends. I don't want to sit there and say that they're lying. Maybe it was something they, misidentified or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it happened to me. I'm like, okay, fuck, that's a thing.
Yeah. It's
Changed
big,
my mind.
scary. That's it. I'm done. Well, my friend wanted to go and investigate, but they had to leave. So he planned on going back, but they ended up going back because they were from Florida. They were here for a wedding. And so when he does come back, he wants to go back on that trail again and see if they can find something because he wants to know what the hell his daughter saw.
Right. Going back again would be good. Just to go back.
I mean, it's the type of girl. She never swears she's the greatest girl, but she was throwing them F-bombs. She kept telling him we need to get the F out of here. And now she was white as a ghost. Whatever it was scared the hell out of her.
Yeah, when it comes to things like that, I do have to see to believe.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though I believe in something I cannot see anyways. The bearded dude, but that's a little different. But kind of like contradicting myself. I got to see it to believe it.
Well, I mean, the thing is,
you believe in
your own
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm that way with aliens, but if somebody's had an experience like that little girl, I'm not going to disbelieve her.
Right.
I mean, she had her own experience. She knows what she went through.
Yeah.
We've all had those kind of experiences. We don't have any evidence of it, but I've been in situations where I was like fucking scared. Like something was there. I can't explain what the fuck it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Hey, but then you tell the story, but the story doesn't change either. So that's where it hits. Like,
right.
If the story is the same and nothing's changed, then obvious it was something.
I mean, me and a friend, we were driving, and we're like, "What the hell is that?" Like, just staying put in the sky. It was below the clouds. What the hell is that? They're like, "Get out of the car." I'm driving. Get out of the car. I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" We're looking at it, and all of a sudden, it just gone. Like it took off, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" My buddy's like, "That's a UFO." I'm like, "Dude, we got cool toys, man." Like, I'm just like government toys.
Well, my husband and I had an experience when we were teenagers. We were walking. A clear sky, not a cloud anywhere, and it was this black dome-shaped objects just hovering in the sky. And I made a joke. I said, "Well, they're here to come pick you up, take you home." And it was there. We were still there for 15 minutes watching it. And then when we turned around and turned back, it was gone. No chemtrail, no, not just gone.
It didn't want you.
So what the hell was
good
that?
Specimens.
when we were in Nevada, me and this guy Dante were looking up at the sky. Now we know there's an airport nearby. We see the airplanes, all that stuff, but we're just like we're looking. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm like, dude, it's not moving. It's just a light. It's not moving. And Matt's like, "Oh, it's from the airplanes or whatever." I'm like, "No, dude, that's not an airplane. Like, that's not what that is. It's not moving." "Oh, maybe it's the lights from the mountains, the antennas." I'm like, no. There's something wrong here. So I grabbed my night vision camera and turned it on. I'm like, "Yeah, dude, that's not it," because I can zoom in pretty far with my camera. I'm like, "Yeah, that's not it. Not it at all." And then just disappeared.
That's it.
I'm like, what the hell was that? And again, I'm like, we got some pretty cool toys.
I believe there's something out there. I think we're crazy if we don't believe in life on other planets. It's not human life, but it's life of some form. And I think they're smarter than us.
No, I think, I mean, look, I'm sure there's life somewhere out there. I mean, we cannot be the only one. Statistically, it's impossible.
Exactly.
And so I do think, there is something else out there. Or we're just wrong. And we are the only ones. But again, statistically, no.
Right. Why would there, in all of creation, why would be the only planet that would sustain some kind of life?
Right.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
And I see this the misconception people have. They're always, well, they're thinking it's human life. No, because it's not the planet Earth. It's a different planet. So the atmosphere and the environment is all different. So it's
Right.
going to be a different kind of life form.
Right.
And I think people really need to realize that. It's,
I mean, imagine if we were going to some planet that was like Earth and they couldn't travel like we could. They'd be like, fuck, those are aliens.
Yeah.
They'd be
Yeah.
calling us aliens.
Yeah.
And we're probably disgusting looking to them.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
exactly. They're probably saying, ew, look at that.
That's why we don't run around naked around each other. No nudist beaches. Just kidding.
Or they are just nude and that,
Well,
they're
just because, yeah. Well, yeah, but they're probably like, that's normal for them.
right.
They're like the same looking types of things, and we're just weird.
No, they wear those silver jumpsuits and
Yeah. They unzip.
it kills me.
Well, if I ever encounter one, I'm kicking it right in between the legs. That'll
Just to see.
let me know.
Unless it's a Balchinian, then you're kicking in
Right,
the wrong
Roger.
spot.
Oh yeah,
Do you remember that? The Balchinian.
yeah. Or the one where their testicles are on their kneecaps.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah, Captain Kirk got into a fight with an alien, and Captain Kirk hit him in the knee. He went down all up in pain.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
The other
And he's like, well,
lady's
that's
like,
not his knees.
yeah, not everyone's testicles are between their legs.
Exactly. That's hilarious.
Or
Oh,
not every
God.
species, whatever.
Yeah, right. So see, everybody's made different. On that note, guys, we're gonna let everybody take off. Thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Laura, feel better.
Oh my
Wow, this
God, I'm
was
gonna
really
go
weird.
jump in the pool and
Oh, good.
drown myself.
Well, this is a weird live stream.
It was
I like
good,
it
though.
weird.
Thanks, Joe, for joining. It's good
Like
talk.
it weird, like it raw. Thanks for sharing the links to
Yeah.
my mods. My mods are great. I hope everybody had a great time as usual. And go check out Joe's shows. And we'll wait for Carla. What do you got? Carla, what's you got coming up next?
Just the trip to Bannock on the 18th. So
Okay, so are you going to be doing live from there? Or?
I'm gonna try to. We'll see if there's service. I hope so.
Alright, I
Some
hope
of those
so,
places
too.
you just don't, but we'll
It's hit or
find out.
miss, right?
Yeah.
How about you, Mr. Vitali? What is on your next list?
So Dawson and I are trying to see about doing the battleship in North Carolina,
Ooh.
but I don't know. It's kind of their website's kind of confusing, and so we're trying to figure that out. If not, we'll go to another place. Not a big deal. Let's see. I know the next one I'll be doing will be in October, but I'll be getting together with Jake Hartz, Andrew Stone Rock,
Oh,
Lord Beagle,
That's
Hart,
right. That's right.
Jeff and Dana, and some other people.
Oh no, you're inviting Jeff. That's it.
Well, I'm the one that got invited.
I know.
oh yeah.
No, Jeff is. I love Jeff. He's a good dude.
That sounds fun.
That's gonna be at the Collingwood, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
Um,
Yay.
So yeah, we're gonna have to look forward to that. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
As of right now, I am editing Harriman Hospital, and I got to do a
Nice.
members only to do up Old South Pittsburgh Hospital.
Okay.
I got to get that rolling. I've had a lot
Okay.
going on, so
A lot of stuff going on. All right. Hey, Annette,
Nice.
that's okay, sweetie. And thanks for all. Look, it's showing up. It never shows up, and it shows up. Thanks for the jewels, sweetie. I appreciate that. But everybody, thanks for hanging out. We really and truly appreciate that. And just always remember, live life a little bit on the raw side. See you next time, guys.
laters.
Bye.